Hello and welcome to our latest Gemini Rogues video. This is a Chinese Type 64 light tank tier 6 premium, I believe, Kilo 05. Am I correct?
Yeah, you'll be correct.
Awesome, I'm good.
So we'll go straight into history of it.
Yeah, go on then.
Straight into history, right? It's basically, this thing existed, made in Taiwan, or all places.
Cool.
It's basically an M42 Duster hull, which was basically a Walker Bulldog anti-aircraft tank.
Ah,
It's
okay.
modified hull slightly, so that's what the hull is. The turret's
Yeah.
off an L-cap, and the gun is a 76mm Chinese-made gun historically, but not on the game. It's a different gun on the game, and they were made from 1975 to 81. They got, I think, technically it's down as 50 built, but they only assembled 30, so make of that what you will.
What, 75 till when?
1981.
Wow.
It's just like a light tank, basically a support role, be a biggish gunner. So we'll have a look at stats on the game. So it's got the Continental engine in it, the 500 brake horsepower. The gun is the 76mm AIM-1A2 gun off of the Sherman Easy 8 at tier 6.
Okay.
So 18 rounds per minute, 128 pen for 115 damage, 177 on your premium round for the same. HE's not really worth bothering, 38 for 185. Slightly better aim time on this than it has on the Easy 8, 2.10 seconds rather than 2.3. 0.4 actually is exactly the same. Traverse on the old 56, traverse on your turret 36, pretty good. Awesome view range at 390 meters and an impressive 700 meter signal range as well. So the stats all back it up. Thing on paper looks pretty solid.
Okay.
You can do some damage with this. Like I say, you're a mobile light tank, you've got a decent gun.
So the same gun that's on the Jammer?
Not off the top of my head, I'll have to have a look into that.
Okay, that's
It may be. So there we go, it's got its APCR secondary ammunition.
Okay. Sweet.
Well, coated optics, you could fit a bino and a camo net on it if you really want to. Vert stab's just when you're moving around. If you're shooting on movies, that's way inclined. Gun rammer, just something to stick on it. Can't put vents on it, obviously it's open top.
Yeah,
so it's not an option.
Don't need them anyway, does it? Don't need them. So what about the actual first stabs? Does that actually make any difference?
Yeah, because you're racing round, you can actually do a fair bit of damage. What I'm going to compare it to in this video, if you look at stats as I'm talking, is the other premium tier 6 light. So I'm not going to go into the Rover too much, to the American tier 6, but we're going to more compare it to the T-52, the Russian, and we're also going to compare it to the Snakebite. So you can see the engine straight away, 21.7 power to weight ratio. That is pretty nippy.
Oh, that's good. Okay.
72.4 kilometers an hour top speed as well. That gun, 10 degrees of gun depression, 3.3 second reload, and 2.1 aim time. Everything bounds up so far. Only problem you've got is you're not kicking that much damage out, but neither are you from others, but we'll go through that when we get to it. Terrain resistance is quite low, 56 degrees traverse. This thing's quite nimble, you can get around, you can switch direction pretty quickly. Same with your turret, that's not a usual tank destroyer turret where it's going to turn quite slowly. It's quite quick. Fantastic signal range as well, 700 meters.
So it's in the back.
If you can see on the side as well, a little drawback, 580 meters hit point, sorry.
Not many.
The shell velocity has always been a problem, 792, and there's a fair few ammo racks that can be as
Very
well.
large ammo racks.
You can see there, sometimes you need to fire your APCR secondary ammunition just for the shell velocity, 990 metres. It's a little bit easier to hit things over a distance.
Crew's tiny, man. Look at them tiny crew.
And we've got armour.
Oh.
You're not using any tier.
No.
You're not getting all down, you're not angling. If someone hits you, it's going to pen you, basically.
Can you not bounce out off that front bit then? It looks dark
This is the
purple.
random bit. One of the thickest bits of armour's on the floor. I think it's from its airborne days when it's going to get thrown out of the back of a thingy. Safe bit of.
There's no random red bit.
No, that's as much as you're going to get. So that is a Type 64, as is on this.
Yeah, it's a pretty impressive tank. What's the reload?
Reload is 3.3 seconds. Well, it's obviously a little bit less because we've got the gun rammer on it now, so it's going to come down. 390 meter view range we're going to try and use straight away. You can see you can use this. Probably it's better as a tank with binos than it is with coated optics.
Passive.
To be fair, it's just a little bit because of the size of it. Physically, it's quite big, and it's not got no arms, so it's going to be quite easy to hit. It is nicer to drive around, than the Snakebite and the T50. I mean, the Snakebite's quicker. It's 80 kilometers an hour. This is 72.4. The T52 is only 72, so it is technically quicker than that. Doesn't feel it, but then things tip over. Your Snakebite.
I told you what to do. Use your handbrake.
Yeah, but you still fly off a thing. You turn slightly in the T52 and you're flying off. This is a lot more. See, it's got a wider base on it. So it's a lot more stable. So in a way, it is better at doing that, traipsing around the spot. The view range is just as good. I mean, the Snakebite's only got 300 centimetre view range. So you've got a little bit of advantage when it comes to spotting stuff than the Snakebite, but you're just not as quick. Whereas the T52, pretty much same gear range, same speed. There's no real gain you're going to get from that. You've got a better gun though. That's what you've got. 128mm of penetration, which is far better than you get any snake bite, and it's far better than you get any T50. You're also doing more damage a shot than they are as well. Just doing it a little bit slower. Fire rate 18.18 rounds per minute, whereas you're getting 20.69 from your T50.
That's not bad for Chinese with small hands.
Yeah, they're going to need it. But you can push your situations. You can see what I'm talking about with the traverse. The all swings around quite quick. The turret swings around quite quick. So, oh my god.
What's he doing?
I don't know what. I think that Jagdpanther's kind of got him stuck there. I don't know if someone's tracked him, but
he's
he's firing away, but he's not really doing much else. I think he's been tracked. Trying to take him the best we can. He's still firing away. He's getting hit. I'll just have a little
bit. He may as well feast him. He's not even moving.
The gun. We're going to come on back.
He's firing.
He's playing. He's just kind of getting stuck against that wall. Wasn't always what his tactic were there, but it just didn't work. Accuracy wise, out of the three, the T50's got the edge. 0.34 in accuracy compared to 0.4 on this and 0.41 on the snake bite. Again, all three are not blessed. That's the way you asked me about the vert stabs.
Yes.
That's why it's always a little bit of an option. There you can see the accuracies. Even then, it's going riding all the way up. They're not going where you shoot them. That's this tank. It's okay at doing the old camping bush. We're going to see that in another video of sniping, and we're going to see the drawbacks of doing that as well in the said same video.
Camping bush, man.
It's good enough as well, just fast enough this to do the old circle jerking, race around, be a pain in the arse, pop back down, and just picking shots. You can see, just try and take advantage of situations when they arise. He's distracted by somebody else, so try and get in there.
Situational awareness does work.
But again, you've got to remember that you have got no armour. There's no armour.
That doesn't really work.
He's not blessed with anything at all. What other things make people buy a premium tank? Why do you buy a premium tank?
How much it costs?
Not just that. Is it good to play? Is it fun? Does it make me silver? Does it make me XP?
Does it?
Well,
tell me.
Silver bonus. So it's Type 64, 135%. So it has the potential to make this some silver. Not vast amounts. But the T50 has 140%. So if you want a silver making tank out of the two, the T50s are better because the snake bite's only down 125.
But doesn't that just allow you to fire premium rounds?
Well, isn't what? Well, that's the other advantage you've got with the Type 64. But it's better penetration. They're not always required as much as they are in the said snake bite and T52.
Yeah, they are required in them models.
I mean, the snake bite is 91 standard pen.
Yeah, it's
112. I know it's not sound about T52, 112 standard pen. They're just not as good as the 128 standard you get with Type 64.
Yeah, because when you end up in tier 8, that little bit extra, you need it.
It does. I'll just nip over here. There's that gun depression. Another thing this tank's got advantage over the other two, 10 degrees of gun depression compared to their 8.
Oh, you missed it.
The thing, the fire rate's not slow.
It's not bad. It's workable, isn't it?
Yeah. So it's kind of catch-22. It don't make as much silver as you'll get from a T50, but you're going to find yourself firing less premium rounds.
Yeah, that's what I mean. What about crew bonuses?
Crew bonuses, all 130%. So there's no advantage from one to another, but it's better than your standard 100%.
No, it's a good trainer then. 30%'s good.
So that's basically it. Play style. I think the Type 64 is a lot more flexible. I mean, the concealment values, they're about the same again. So camping bush, you're not going to gain an advantage. 0.27 you've got on the Type 64, 0.3 on the T50, and 0.28 on the snake bite.
None of these things are designed to camp bush.
No. But if you wanted to buy a tier 6 light tank and you want a camp bush, there's not one you could pick preferentially over the other.
Yes.
Not one substantially better at doing one thing.
I understand what you're saying, but when your light tank does 80 kilometres an hour, why camp bush?
Yeah. Hey, it's just
80. I said 80.
If it did 8, we'd be in trouble.
Yeah, very slow.
The one massive difference I've got between the three is the snake bite has got a vastly higher pool when it comes to hit points.
Oh, hit points.
750 compared to 580 with this and the T52, which is a massive plus when you come to like a tier 8 game. When you're talking 300 damage shots, 400 damage shots coming in. Even a 580, if a ball sig rolls high enough, if he's got a certain gun on, you can get one shot.
The problem is, I can see why it's got more, because you can drive over a rock and you can lose hit points in that thing.
I mean, that's what the Type 64 can do. Tier 7 game there. We made 80,000 silver, we did nearly 3,000 damage, we've got 3 kills. It can hold its own.
It's not bad.
You can see limitations. I don't know, the Type 64 lends itself more to, you don't feel the need as much to race around. Like, if you're in a snake bite, you're racing around. There's no two ways about it.
You got the power.
You're going at it like a bull in the china
Yeah,
shop. Same in a T52, to be fair. If you sat still in a T52, you feel like you're not using the tank to its full ability.
Yeah, you got to restrain yourself.
Yeah, you don't feel the need to do that as much. And this is what we're talking about with like camping bush.
Yeah.
In the Type 64. Can
Okay.
it do it? Yes, it can do it. But we're going to see the drawbacks of doing said situationally.
Yeah.
So we're going to spot a T34. You just see him there taking that tree down.
Okay.
The gun, just caught him. We just caught him. And you find yourself aiming. That one went where we wanted. Aiming centre mass. This one, straight up into the turret. Right up into the turret. This one, we just caught him again. Not where we're aiming. Caught him on the back of the hill. Down into the floor. And this is the biggest drawback of this tank.
7. Mercy roll, man.
How many shots we fired there?
Yeah.
7 shots?
Yeah, for T34.
Yeah. And not only that, look at the bottom of the screen. This
Ammo.
thing only carries 45 rounds.
Oh, it's a shame,
So
really.
you find yourself getting through them really quick.
Yeah.
Really quick.
What about a rogue ammo drop? If
You love your ammo drops, don't you? And
say if there's random ammo drops
you'd
in
need
game.
it in this tank. Yeah, we had reviews of this. I mean, I got down
work.
to 2 HE rounds on one game.
It could
in
work.
this thing.
Could
And
work. I'm just
That's-
saying.
Yeah, that's the thing you find, especially if you got a tier 8 game.
Yes.
You're not going to be
definitely.
penning as much. You're going to be bouncing a fair bit because the gun's not even accurate enough to aim for weak spots.
Wow.
You just find yourself shooting whatever
Yeah.
you can, basically. So you're quick enough, to get the flanking shots, to get the shots into the weak sides and the rear.
Yeah.
But to put yourself in that position, the hit points are not there.
Yes.
So
it's
you
very
technically
low,
you could be
actually.
throwing your tank away if you've
Yeah.
not calculated well enough when you're going to go on a little bit of
What's
go
your
at.
gun dispersion?
0.4.
That's point.
Quite high.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah, it's quite high. It's one little bit of a drawback I found with this tank is that.
Oh, Artie. Let's just watch
I
this
mean, this is
Artie
what-
die.
perfect.
Die, Artie.
So we spot all 3.
Oh, wow.
All 2, sorry.
There's 2 on them.
There you go again. The gun's
Yeah.
you just aim it. You find yourself doing this a lot. Aiming full bore centre mass, and then we just caught him again there.
What do you mean?
Don't want to go straight
I do
with
that
it.
anyway, man.
Yeah, but you know what I mean. You know, if you
Yeah.
set certain tanks and you're
True.
trying to hit a lower plate from 400 metres,
Yeah.
this thing could possibly catch top at turret. It is that poor.
Is that a benefit then, aiming at lower plate?
It isn't it? I mean, we're going to see it. I'm going to work a little bit of armor profile down here on a Panzer III. Cupola, no. Turret, no. Upper hull. Oh, well, lower hull's gone in. It's gone into lower
Where
hull.
did that-
So
Are
I'm
you
going to try and
using-
drop off radar so nobody knows where he's not detected, I'm not detected. And
Okay.
then again, they've gone in, and now we're not. We're getting no.
Why are you
no
struggling to shoot this AFK tank?
It's just that's what I'm talking about. The thing track top. No,
Oh,
it's going to have to go
Neil.
into lower.
No.
That is
Oh, there
one
you go.
slight drawback, and it's not going to get any better. You're talking with a T50 or Snake, like you're still going to have to aim for them weak spots. That's
Yes,
how poor the guns
yeah.
are. That's no beefed up armoured tank there, but you can see the weakness in the gun.
They weren't even moving.
They're just slightly angled, just that slight angle. I
Yeah.
tried to stay without moving just for the fact
Yeah.
that I didn't want to get spotted because then people will come back to get me. Like they're doing now, I've been spotted because I had to move, and you
Yeah.
can see that there's someone's pinging the map and there's a Cromwell coming back towards me.
Oh, you're going to get smashed by that
And
Cromwell.
there's also a captured KV1 if I was going to watch him up. He's on his way back to get me as well.
He's definitely gonna
There are only
smash
2
you
left now,
with his-
so let's see what we can do. If you notice that, all the standard
Yeah.
ammunition's gone. He's
got-
down to the premium rounds. We've
he's
got
got
none left.
Back up KV2,
And
back
you
up.
can just outmaneuver it.
No.
We've got around out of his turret first. I mean, he would rip us to pieces. Face to
If he
face.
shot you, he
He
would
would rip us
do.
to pieces. After trying to get a sneaky shot in there. Here comes the Cromwell.
Oh,
coming to
Cromwell,
face
he's going to smash you, he is.
He's trying to back up.
No, he's not.
He got out of his way. And you can
Oh,
see the fire rate.
Cromwell.
Cromwell's
Don't-
flying.
Oh, I can't believe you killed that Cromwell, man.
The arty again. Don't worry, we've already finished off. Again, 5 kills, 2,000 damage.
Yeah.
So this is a light tank that can dish out the damage as well.
Yeah, no, I
As
do like it,
spotted.
actually. I do like it.
You've got to change the way you play it depending on the tier you're playing at. If
Yeah.
you're top tier, you can go rampage. You can race around, you can use your fire rate, you can use your damage on your gun because it's going to be quite high compared to the rest. And just generally dish it out. Again, they're nearly 80,000 silver.
Yeah,
mate.
nice one.
2,200 damage.
Can I just ask you, as we're finishing this video, would you buy it?
I prefer this. Out of the 3 we've mentioned, the Snakebite, the T52 and the Type 64, I'll take the Type 62.
Type 64 all
And
day long.
Currently, as we met this, it's on sale.
That's it then, people. Thank you very much for watching, and later.